What the Fraggle Rock is up, YouTubers? I tried to make a video for the birthday Switch, and what happened was that it was 40 minutes long. The intro was cool, but it's 40 minutes long, and I figured I would bore the crap out of you guys just to look at me go through my Switch collection, which took 40 minutes for me to go through. So today, what are we going to be talking about? We are going to talk about the Mega SG by Analog. I know some of my friends didn't even know what that was, but I figured it would be important enough to say. Mega SG. Now, what is it? Well, it's a clone system that is going to be based off of the Sega Genesis, and it's put out by Analog, and it uses an FPGA chip. I have no clue what that is until I looked it up now, but what it seems to do, instead of doing software emulation, it's going to do hardware emulation. So there should be zero lag. The greatest thing about this is that you will not need a FrameMeister. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, because it supports 1080p and HDMI. So we can, it's plug and play. They advertise it, it's not a toy.
Hey, that's not a toy. Ho. That's not a toy. No, that is not a toy.
So we don't have to spend $500 for a FrameMeister. Now the price is still steep. It's going to be $189.99, and you don't get a controller. However, 8BitDo put out a controller because I believe they are their sister company, brother company, sister company, nephew company. I don't know. I think they're affiliated with them in some way. And they, 8BitDo, did I say 8BitDo? 8BitDo, I hear 8BitDo, I hear 8BitDo, but I like 8BitDo. Anyway, 8BitDo put out a controller, I believe, called, hold on one second, let me go get it. Wait right here. I'm back. It is called the 8BitDo M30 Pro. No, not the Pro. Oh, there's some dust on it. The M30. And it's based off of the Sega Genesis controller. The one on the Analog website that they want you to buy with the system is $24.95, I believe, and it is 2.4 gigahertz controller. However, the one that I have purchased is the 8BitDo M30, which is the Bluetooth device, because I don't know, Bluetooth has more connectivity options. And also in this controller was $44.95, and then they also put out the 8BitDo receiver that has you see that? I don't know, man, come on, zoom in, focus. It's not focusing. Alright, anyway, it's a controller port for the Sega Genesis, but it does work, and it works well, and I will be doing a review on this controller and setup with the Master System, the Switch, the computer. The first thing you'll notice, it says, when you open up the page, to be this good takes Analog. Now, honestly, I never heard of Analog until this point. Apparently, they put out the NT Mini and the Super NT, which I watched some reviews on that, read some articles on that, and that's something that I'm interested into, and it seems to work out well. But basically, what we have is they finally gave the Sega some love, which is awesome. And now the coolest thing I think about this is that it's going to come with the Sega Master System adapter right out of the bat. So I can play my Sega Master System games on it, but later this year they're going to release other adapters for the Japanese versions of the Master System, the Japanese versions of the Mega Drive. Also, they're going to have, there's a side port for the Sega CD. I believe it will fit the Model 2 side load or the Model 1. Also, don't quote me on that. I have to double check with that information because it doesn't really say which model on the website, and the information doesn't really isn't clear on that. But that's what I have been reading, what I have been seeing. But I do know that I would imagine, because from the pictures, the 3D print models, that it would be on the the connection port is on the side, so it would be the Sega CD that is side loaded, which means now I'm on the hunt for a Sega CD because I just haven't wanted to get it because it's so expensive. So I'm just waiting for a cheaper price. But now I'm actually on the lookout for that. So if anyone has seen one or has one that they want to sell on the cheap, please let me know. Also, this is going to be compatible. We already went over that. It's going to have high definition graphics, 1080p, 0 lag, and every pixel is supposed to be razor sharp, accurate with stunning colors, and lagless video output because it's the FPGA. Apparently there's a game called Hardcore that was 99% complete but never released. And just like the Super NT, where it came with a preloaded game, they're going to have Hardcore preloaded into the system. Of licensing purposes, they had to change it to Ultra Core, but it does look like an amazing shooter game, kind of like I would say Contra. Kind of looks like that. Also, the sound on this thing is supposed to be amazing because it's going to be 48 hertz stereo sound, I believe. Yes. It has the YM2612. I guess that's some sort of chip, and I will say that the Sega Genesis does have some of the best sounding games already. And this is going to be significant because it's going to use the 48 kilohertz 16-bit stereo sound. This advertises that it'll be like hearing it for the first time. We'll see about that because I will be reviewing it. Anyway, and it's supposed to ship out April 2019. Also, like I was getting to the adapters, just so I don't mess anything up, it's going to include the Master System adapter in the package. It's going to have the connector for the Sega CD and the Mega CD, but there's also going to be adapters for the Mark III, the Game Gear, the Sega MyCard, which is really cool, the SG-1000 and the SC-3000. You're going to be able to use the EverDrives, I believe, and the multi-cart. So while the system is expensive for what it is, really not. For what it is, I think it's a good price because it has a lot of technology packed into it, and it's going to allow us to play our beloved Sega games in glorious 1080p. It's going to come in, let's see, 4 flavors. Black, there's 2 of them that are going to be black, except the reset button and power button are going to be the US version, red and gray. The Japanese version, red and blue. And then the European version is kind of like grayish, the console looks like. But the buttons are going to be kind of white, gray. And then they're going to have an all-white system. And you can buy the controller to go with the all-white system. But it looks like it's the 2.4 gigahertz controller. And there's going to be options built into it, like scan line options, scalar options, horizontal position adjust, horizontal stretch, vertical position stretch, and more. And if you look at reviews for the Super NT, I think it's going to have kind of the same deal as that. And there's so many options to go through to get the feel and the look that you want while playing the game. Let's see. Now, just so you know, finally, what's in the box? You get the analog Mega SG. You get the analog Sega Master System adapter. You get the Ultra Core, which the original game title is Hardcore, in the digital format into the system. You get an HDMI cable. Awesome. You get a USB cable as well. You get a worldwide USB power supply. So it looks fun. It looks exciting. I'm excited for it. I can't wait. It's not a cheap system. It's not a cheap clone like Act Games or the Retron 5 or the Mega Retron or anything like that. Wait, it's plug and play, 1080p. It's going to be awesome. The sound's supposed to be superb. it's supposed to be compatible with 99% of the Sega library of games, meaning that like the games that use special chips to improve performance and graphics, it should be compatible with those as well, which I'll try and do a test on those cartridges as well. But guys, tell me what you think below. Tell me if you're excited about this. Leave a comment below. Please subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Comment below what you think, if you ever heard of the system, if you're going to get it. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time.